faceless short-form content. This is 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗀. Like many of you, he started using social media for fun at the age of 13. Now at 16, he's earning $500,000 every single month creating short-form content on Snapchat without even showing his face. It sounds unbelievable, but it's completely true.
You make money when you provide value to people who are delighted to pay for that value. And I'm going to underline the word delighted.
Start using AI to generate money. The best example is ChatGPT. If you go to chat.open.ai, it's completely free. It's a chat-style AI-based language model that is limitless in the amount of things you can do with it. Now, you can create an infinite amount of content, especially if you pair it with platforms like Fiverr, where you can offer services like writing entire books for people, writing articles, blogs, movie scripts, social media posts, emails, ad copy for products. You can use it to create art like songs and poems. And you can even use it to help you write YouTube intros in the style of 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗃. Check this out.
You're looking to make money on YouTube and the internet, but sometimes it can be hard to find that advice. Don't worry, here are the best tips from the biggest experts around the world. Sit down, grab some popcorn, a cup of tea, and a biscuit. It's going to be a long one. Here's the best tips and tricks from the best people on the internet.
You make money when you provide value to people who are delighted to pay for that value. And I'm going to underline the word delighted because that's a good frame of mind to be in when it comes to making money. Now, there are broadly 3 vehicles for providing this value. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to say that number 1 is services, number 2 is products, and number 3 is content. So with a service business, you're providing a service to someone who's willing to pay for that service, someone who's delighted to pay for that service. With a product business, you're creating a product and selling it to people who are delighted to pay for it. And with a content business, which sort of takes a little bit of both, you're essentially creating free content and then you're putting it on platforms where the monetization happens through the platform. And so essentially advertisers are the ones who are delighted to pay for the attention you're generating through your content. Now in this video, the side hustle ideas, we've got 2 when it comes to the content side and we've got 4 when it comes to the services side. I'm not going to talk about the product side of things in this video, and I'll do that in a different video because products is an interesting kind of category. And then the final thing is that generally when it comes to side hustles, we want our side hustles to fulfill 3 specific needs for us. We want our side hustles to ideally give us flexibility. For example, you probably don't want your side hustle to be working shifts at the local supermarket, because if you do, that's not very flexible. You are tied to a specific location and you're generally tied to a specific time. Secondly, ideally, we want our side hustles to be fun. We want them to be things that ideally don't feel like work. If you can find the thing that feels like play to you, but looks like work to other people, you're way more likely to A, enjoy it, B, it's way more likely to be sustainable, and C, you're way more likely to make a lot of money as a result of the thing. And then the third F is obviously we want our side hustle to generate some kind of finance. So we want the return on investment to be at least reasonable over the long term. Generally, the side hustles that people like me would recommend, and I still stand by this, are side hustles that are enabled by the internet. Because when you start a side hustle selling something digital on the internet broadly, or even something physical on the internet, you're benefiting from flexibility because you can work whenever you want. You're benefiting from fun because there are tons and tons and tons of different ways of doing stuff on the internet. You can definitely find something that's fun. And you're benefiting from the finance as well because you can attract buyers from all around the world rather than just in your specific geographical area. So having said all of that, and I have literally no idea how long this video is going on for, let's now go on to the actual 6 side hustle ideas for students and we'll see how they fit into this broad framework. So let's start with side hustle idea number 1, which is to be a writer. And this fits very nicely into the content branch of what we're trying to do here. And the example I want to use here is a guy called 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗃, who has a fantastic newsletter that he started while he was a student, and I actually think he still is a student at Columbia Business School. So around 2 years ago, Jack decided to start a newsletter talking about finance and talking about travel, basically topics that he was interested in. And at this point, now that he's been doing this for over 2 years, he's got a few tens of thousands of readers on his blog, and every time he sends a newsletter, he's able to charge around $1,400 per ad. And so if he does 4 newsletter issues a week, that's 1,400 times 4, which is $5,600 a month by writing on the internet as a side hustle. But essentially what Jack is doing is following the classic content model of a writer, which is that you write things regularly and over time you build an audience of people who are interested in your work. And then you can start to monetize by selling sponsorships on your work to companies who are then delighted to sponsor your newsletter, for example. But Jack isn't just limited to making money from his newsletter, he also makes money from consulting calls. So he has a little tab on his website called Consulting Calls, and you can book a 45-minute meeting with him for $300. And honestly, this is a really solid business model in total. And one of the really nice things about writing as a side hustle is that the barrier to entry is so low. It's basically 0. You can create an account on Substack or Beehive completely for free, and so you'll get a website. You won't have to pay a penny for it. All you need is like a computer or a phone with an internet connection, and you can start writing from anywhere in the world, and you can reach an audience of people anywhere in the world, again, provided the content is good. And good doesn't necessarily mean you need to write like Ernest Hemingway or whatever. Good just means that people get value from your content. And to be honest, if you want to go down this path, here is a top tip. If, for example, you want to get in touch with Jack, what you could do is, for example, check out his blog. You could read all the last 200 issues of his newsletter or whatever, however many there are. And then you could drop him an email being like, hey Jack, I've binged everything you've ever written, and because of that, I was inspired to start my own. And I've written 10 issues of my own blog, here's a link. But I'm stuck right now because I've got questions A, B, and C. Would love to hop on a quick 20-minute call with you just to ask you a few of these questions. What do you say? Now, something like that, if someone like Jack were reading this, they'd probably think, damn, this guy's pretty cool. A, they've read all my stuff, so, automatically that filters out like basically everyone in the population because no one bothers to read. But secondly, you've demonstrated that you're actually doing the work, and therefore people like me, people like Jack, people on the internet who have done the work are way more likely to say yes to a hangout with you because they know that you have done the work as well.
Faceless short form content. This is 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁𝗲. Like many of you, he started using social media for fun at the age of 13. Now at 16, he's earning $500,000 every single month creating short form content on Snapchat without even showing his face. It sounds unbelievable, but it's completely true. My son Curtis actually bumped into him at LAX airport, and after doing some research, I can assure you, he's not capping. So why can you make so much money doing this? Well, at the moment, there's a huge war going on between Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. During the pandemic, TikTok became so popular and grabbed the attention of the world. Since then, all the different social media platforms have been competing for this attention, as the more eyes they have on their app, the more money they can make from advertisers. Stick with me because this is where it all starts coming together. The one thing these platforms need more than anything else is content creators. And what attracts the best creators better than anything else? Money, because we all like a little bit of that. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, but once a platform is established at the top, competition will decrease along with the payouts. So you'll need to jump in on this one quickly if you want to be making close to $500,000 a month, just like Daniel. The people that are paid the most are those that create original content rather than just cutting up other people's content from YouTube. Daniel does this by using existing videos, but then adding different voiceovers, music, and edits. This strategy, combined with consistent posting, led to extreme growth. He then expanded with multiple channels in various niches to attract diverse audiences. So for example, one of his channels is about rapper updates and the others is focused on live streamers. Now for those important ratings. I'll give this a 4 out of 5. Although making short clips may seem quick and easy, there's a lot more that goes into it than you might first think. Saying this, if you regularly watch TikTok or Shorts, then you'll be better prepared than most. Creating short form clips is a lot more about understanding human psychology than it is about fancy editing. If you can create a great hook and build towards some kind of payoff at the end, you'll increase the watch time. This is the only trick you need to know if you want your videos to go viral and earn you lots of money. Trust me, I managed to get 7 million followers on TikTok using this exact strategy. The best way to teach yourself this is to watch short form content on a daily basis. Make it part of your routine. This might sound different from what many people my age will tell you, but I'm not talking about using it for entertainment. Every time you stop and watch a short, I want you to ask yourself a simple question. What intrigued me enough to stop scrolling and watch the whole thing? Make a list in your notes app, and before you know it, you'll have a ton of different winning ideas. Secondly, how much money do you need? I'll give this 1 out of 5, because if you have a phone and an internet connection, then you can get started, and if you're watching this video, then I'd assume you've got both of those things. Thirdly, how easy is it to make $1,000 per month? I'll give this a 1 out of 5. As I mentioned, social media platforms are handing out cash like there's no tomorrow. Just think, to make $1,000 a month, all you'd have to do is be 0.2% as good as Daniel. Now, if you don't think that's achievable, then you need to believe in yourself a bit more.
How to turn $100 into 1,000. I'll tell you how to turn 0 into 1,000. Go to Craigslist. Where's my Craigslist video? Turn off the music, Avi. Honestly, I think I just eliminated for the first time. In my career the excuse of no money. We think a lot about money and opportunity. Let me tell you about an opportunity that I can't get out of my head. This is like a big day for me. Literally for 30 years I've had to like pander to that excuse. It's over. There's a website called Craigslist.com. Under the sales section, there's a free section underneath that where people list shit that they want to get rid of. Go take it for free, because most people just want you to pick it up because it's bigger or what have you. If you happen to actually have like a truck or like a bigger vehicle, then you are really set. Carry this shit on the bus. If you're broke, grab this, go on the bus, sit on the bus like this, everybody's gonna look at you, be like, yeah, keep laughing, come home, dude, take a picture, and then you list it on Facebook Marketplace, the arbitrage of the internet. We see this in retail where people buy things in China, post on Amazon. 15 bucks, somebody's like, yo, I'll take your table, ding dong, yo, hello, here you go, and you sell it. And when I think about this, I've been dreaming about this for the last 72 hours, by the way. The much more humble version, when you've got nothing, if you're just sitting like, I need money, like all those people that were like, yo, can somebody buy me Gary Vee's book? I can't afford it. That means, you know, $17. I think it's like $300 a week. I think if you take your 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, picking up shit, and then reposting it on Facebook Marketplace, and then meeting people on Saturday to come to your home and grab it. And then somebody's gonna say, but damn, it's gonna take 40 minutes to go there, 40 minutes to take on the bus, 5 minutes to post, 7 minutes. I'm gonna be like, but what are you doing with your time anyway? You're laying on the phone, going on people's accounts who are fucking winning, saying this guy's bullshit? Because that's what you're doing with your time when you're losing. It's crazy to me that the only thing that stops somebody from winning is education and the work ethic, right? I understand that. But education comes in so many different forms. Go to Craigslist, get free shit from the free section, take it, and then put it on Facebook Marketplace and sell it. 0 to 1,000. Steve, 0 to 1,000. The thing about garage sale that really turns me on is the thrill of the hunt, because it's the place where you can really score. A huge box of toys for $3 worth $300.
How many cash can you normally carry on you?
Nearly 400. Don't need that much. 15 bucks, 30 bucks. It's like, I don't know, usually truly you only need about 100 bucks. This could be decent. It looks a little too new, but we're about to f***ing strike. There's striking to be done here. How much are the stuffed animals? 50 cents. Good. SpongeBob, maybe?
Oh yes. Sam's got colored. Winnie the Pooh kind of got colored.
How much is this?
What's a couple nowhere to be found, by the way?
All right, stuffed animals continue to be my score. 50 cents a pop. Dumbo, Disney Store. 𝗥𝗲𝗶𝗀𝗃𝗃. Bang. Olaf, what? And this one's gonna be a beast. The FAO Schwartz giraffe. So we just looked it up. The Jeffrey giraffe Toys R Us FAO Schwartz combo, 30 bucks. Paid 50 cents. I don't know what else to say. After eBay fees, it's just like a quick 20 bucks. Just a lot of people not making 20 bucks an hour. And that's just one of the things. Wait till I look up the 𝗥𝗲𝗶𝗀𝗃𝗃. Thank you so much. You got it? Look. This is pretty exciting to me. Vintage Lego thing, never opened. 2003. Jesus, I'm getting old. But it's still 15 years old. I'm excited to open this up. This was a huge score. I already looked it up. Paid 3. They wanted 5. Paid 3 for these Spider-Man skates in package. Never opened as well, or opened. Pretty excited about it. Oh, don't worry. That's so awesome by her. All right, let's go.
Color?
Yeah, she goes, at least go around the corner.
Don't kill me.
So good. So good. Lego 4098. 25 bucks. Give it to me, Lily. All right, paid $2 for this. All right, cool. So some Macy's snow globes in there. And they are better than I think I thought.
You gonna go back and buy them?
Yep. Would you do 10 if I bought 3?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you have a bag?
I do have a bag.
Awesome. This is f***ing exciting. We just bought 3 snow globes for 10 bucks. And I'm fired up. I'm fired up, my guy. I'm fired up.
All right, how do you feel?
Feeling really good now. Starting to get hot. Getting some stuff now. Well over the $200 range, maybe a little bit more even. Feel much better.
$200 is a lot.
A whole lot when you need it. And like, it's probably warm, we'll see.
What?
It says 2, would you take $1 for this?
Sure.
Thanks. All right, picked up this scary bear for $1 called For Real from Tiger, 2004. Let's see what it's worth. 20 bucks all day.
Big score.
All day, 20 bucks.
You're shot, dude.
Who, me? Because I get more excited about this than like... I get an angle. Oh. I get better. Just picked up 2 jerseys for $2 a piece. Kevin Durant, Seattle Supersonics jersey, pretty rare, $2. Garnett, really nice one actually, stitched, Celtics, $2 each. We'll see. $64 for the Durant. I mean, pay $2. You saw there was a little bit of like shitty stains on it. I can clean that off. Just crazy. If I was really doing this,
Turn right to stay on
I'd make
Passaic Avenue.
$1,000 a week, easy. And if you like, on just Saturday, just working Saturday.
Yeah, I get that.
So, I mean, I genuinely think Goodwill, eBay, buying bulk on eBay, selling on Amazon, like, I just think this is the $100,000 a year thing for so many people making $30,000 to $60,000 a year. I feel phenomenal. This is the big final score. This is about $100 minimum. And now I know about Cherished Teddies. Now I'm a Cherished Teddies player. And every time you become more of a player of a new thing, look, this is very simple. Spent 40, 50, 20, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, easily now into the $500 or $600 range of resale. I just wish so many of you would do this. It's $400, $500, $600 every weekend. It's now 11:47, so we're 4 hours in. Little gas money, I get it, but like net, $200, $300, $400 every weekend. And if you don't want to be like tedious, because now you got to post and all this, cool, just throw up this huge collection of Cherished Teddies, $80, boom, quick little, $60 here. It adds up when you got groceries, when you got bills, when you got college loans, when you got rent, people sitting around dwelling. 85, 90% of this country working, minimum wages, low incomes. It just matters. Teaching people how to fish, flip life, it's real.
So this might possibly be the easiest way to start making money selling low content books on Amazon KDP. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to do this. So I was just browsing Amazon doing keyword research a couple days ago, and this just kept popping up. Easter basket stuffers for teens, Easter word search, 1 review, and making $57 to $75 a day in actual royalties. Easter notebook, composition journal for girls or boys, 5 reviews, making $72 to $104 every single day with an extremely basic book cover. Easter basket stuffers, Easter word search, large print. This book has a horrible rating, 2.2 out of 5, only 13 total reviews, a very mediocre book cover, and yet it is making $273 to $488 a day, which is just mind-blowing. Once again, Easter basket stuffers for teens, Easter word search, very basic cover, 25 reviews, making $171 to $274 a day. And it's just never ending, guys. This one, Easter basket stuffer activity book for kids, is making $696 to $1,106 every single day in actual royalties. So many books, even books with very low ratings, is absolutely crushing it. And these books are all self-published through the print-on-demand model with the Amazon KDP platform. The beauty of this business model is you don't have to store inventory, you don't have to deal with shipping and handling. Once you make a sale, Amazon prints out the book, ship it to the customer, they handle the customer service, they handle everything, right? So you just upload a PDF and that is it. There's no sign-up fees, there's no monthly subscription fees, nothing, right? All we have to pay is once we make a sale, we give Amazon a small cut for doing all the work. So I think that's pretty fair. So as you can see, all these books are targeting the upcoming holiday, Easter. But if you're watching this video and perhaps Easter have already passed, don't worry, because it's not about how to make money this upcoming Easter. This video is about the strategy behind it so you can apply this in every single future holidays. You see, even if you miss Easter, there's always the next holiday and the next holiday and the next one, like Cinco de Mayo or Father's Day or 4th of July, and of course, Halloween, Christmas, and so much more. Plus, next year, you can repeat this process all over again. So I usually focus on creating books on evergreen topics so it sells all year round. But if you target every single holiday of the year, then yes, Easter might slow down after Easter, but then there's the next holiday. So you'll get a sales boost there, right? And the sales boost on the next holiday and the next one. And you do that enough times of the year and your income will be fairly steady throughout the year. And of course, next year, you're going to capitalize on that holiday once again. And let's not forget the crazy amount of sales you can make for a short period of time leading up to the holiday. So how do you actually make these books? Well, oftentimes you can spy on your competitors' books just by looking at the read sample or just by looking at their A+ content. It showcases the interior, or even looking at the reviews. Sometimes people post pictures of the book in the reviews. In this case, they show the interior right here. So we can get a good idea of how our book should look like as well. Now, during these holidays, activity books like word searches sells extremely well. And as you can see, this is a word search book. The easiest way to make these books is using a tool called BookBolt. So this is how it looks inside BookBolt. BookBolt has two features, the research section and the actual creating the book section. So you can actually research these book topics within BookBolt as well, which is pretty nice. So as an example, I want to see what kind of activity books is selling really well right now. So I just put activity books right here, and I've selected the BSR range to be roughly below 50,000, which is selling pretty good. And just like that, we have all the best-selling activity books on Amazon right now. So once again, we got Easter Try Not to Laugh Challenge, right? And if you scroll down a little bit, we got Easter dot markers, Easter word search. This is the one that we just saw, right? So you can get ideas directly within BookBolt. But you could also go and create these books inside BookBolt as well. So you just have to click on the Create tab here and go to BookBolt Studio. So let's start a new project. So I'll just do paperback interior, call this YouTube, okay? And for these word search books, you want to do 8.5 by 11 because that's the standard size. We're going to do black and white interior, and for the page, we'll keep it at 100 pages. All right, so now we can go and customize each pages. This is up to you on how you want to customize it, but the best part about BookBolt is that they have a lot of templates that you can go and choose from, right? So as I showed you earlier, there is a Easter journal selling hundreds of dollars a day, right? If you want to do journals, you can literally select a journal here and then pick how many pages you want and then apply it, and you will have 5 journal pages, right? So it's as simple as that, and from there you can customize the interior even more. But the best part about BookBolt is that you can also create these activity books and these puzzle books, right? So we got word search, Sudoku crossword. You can even do Easter crossword, right? Or Easter cryptogram. So there's so many different types of books you can go into. But in our case, let's do word search, and let's just select 5 pages for now. And you can customize the fonts and the font size. You can play around with this. What I would do is you can choose the max words per page, like here. As you can see, this book has 12 words per page, so I'll probably do the same. I would also add yes to the diagonal words. And the rest is really up to you. But the last thing you want to do is you want to upload the list of words. Now, this is extremely easy nowadays with AI. So all I did was go to ChatGPT and I asked, can you give me a list of 500 Easter related single phrase words? Now, it doesn't have to be a single phrase word, right? You can do a longer phrase, like 2-3 words, that's fine. But from here, you can see that I literally got 500 Easter related words within seconds. So all I'm going to do is copy this, and I created a CSV file. So you just have to upload it here. And just like that, within seconds, you can see that I got my own word search puzzle right here. And after that, we got an answer page as well, which looks pretty similar to this. So from here, to customize it even more, all you have to do is add a title text and some images around the corner. So what you can do is make this a little smaller, move it in the middle. And you can come here to text, put heading, move it to the top. So enter your title, and obviously this is too big, so you can make this a little smaller so it fits. And from here, you can add different elements and different graphics, just like this book did. Which, if you have your own graphics, then you can definitely upload it directly to BookBolt and use that. Or if you want to know where you can get different graphics, then one is FreePic. So FreePic is where you can get graphics for free, such as this one. This one would be perfect to put in the book. Very, very similar to how this book is doing. So FreePic is free, but you just have to give credit to the website. So, you can put a little line that says images from FreePic, right, at the end of the book. Make sure to read the website and learn how you can do that. Another option is to use Creative Fabrica. So Creative Fabrica is a library of a ton of images that you can use. And same thing, there are so many Easter related patterns or different images that you can download. You can either purchase a la carte, so a couple bucks here and there, or you can sign up for the membership. and you can download unlimited images. So next, you can actually create book covers within 𝗥𝗲𝗍 as well. So in this case, I started a new project. Once again, YouTube. And you want to make sure that the size of the book cover matches the size of the interior. So we're going to do 8.5 by 11 once again. And also match the page count with the interior. So our interior was 100 pages, so we're going to do 100. And you can go and start designing the book cover. Now, if you have some design skills or if you want to practice learning how to design a book cover, then you can definitely go and do this yourself. Or if you're like me who has absolutely zero design skills and you'd rather just pay somebody a little bit of money to outsource this process, then what you can do is go to Fiverr. So Fiverr is a marketplace of freelancers looking to get jobs, right? So you can simply search for book cover designs. And there are literally 46,000 different people that's willing to do this for you for various prices, right? So some will charge you $50, some even $15. So it's as low as $5, $10, $20 to get your book cover designed. So for me, I'd rather pay somebody else a little bit of money to save me a lot of time. But if you want to do this yourself, you can definitely do that within 𝗥𝗲𝗍. If you do want to outsource this process, I will leave a link below this video to a few gigs that I've personally worked with. Like this one right here, she will design a low content book cover like these ones. You can see that it's really, really good for just $15. And this is the other gig who will do it for $30, but he is also really good. So once you create your book interior, your book cover is made as well, then the next step is to actually go and upload it to Amazon KDP. So if you don't have your Amazon KDP account, all you have to do is go to kdp.amazon.com, create a new account, make sure you enter your bank account, tax information, the basic stuff so you can get paid. Then what you want to do is to click on this create button and click on paperback. And just follow the prompts and enter your book details. Now, you will have to choose your book price, so I recommend you look at your competitors and price your book competitively. And that is all you have to do. Your book will be live within 72 hours. So in my opinion, this might be one of the easiest ways to start making money on Amazon KDP, just because there are so many people looking for these types of books related to the upcoming holiday, right? So if you go and chase holidays, even if this is your very first book and it's not that good, as you saw earlier, like books with a 2-star average rating is making hundreds of dollars a day. So you can see that you can still make money. Now, of course, in the long term, you want to keep improving your skills and actually make a good book that gets 4- and 5-star reviews. But as a beginner, this might be the best and quickest way to start making money with KDP. And once again, this is not just for Easter, right? You can do it for every single holiday. Just look up upcoming holidays in Google and you will see a ton of ideas. And when 2025 comes, you can go through the list all over again. And of course, you don't have to chase seasonal topics like this. You can do evergreen topics as well. So you definitely have a ton of books you can make. Another thing I want to show you is once your book is live, to check sales, all you have to do is click on the reports tab here and you can see if you've made any sales here or not.
Start using AI to generate money. The best example is ChatGPT. If you go to chat.open.ai, it's completely free. It's a chat-style AI-based language model that is limitless in the amount of things you can do with it. Now, you can create an infinite amount of content, especially if you pair it with platforms like Fiverr, where you can offer services like writing entire books for people, writing articles, blogs, movie scripts, social media posts, emails, ad copy for products. You can use it to create art like songs and poems. And you can even use it to help you write YouTube intros in the style of 𝗥𝗲𝗍𝗶. Check this out. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm your favorite budget billionaire, 𝗥𝗲𝗍𝗶. Just kidding. I'm not a billionaire. I just act like one. But I'm here to teach you how to live like one without selling your soul to the stock market. So sit back, grab a cup of instant ramen, and let's get started on our journey to financial freedom. We have to do another one. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the one, the only, the financial guru with a sense of humor. I'm here to teach you how to make money, save money, and have a good time doing it. So sit back, grab a latte or a ramen, no judgment here, and let's get rich-ish. So, knowing Graham, I know he would never call himself a financial guru or to grab a latte because he would judge you for it. But Andre, what about the 20-cent iced coffees? Now, also part of AI, don't forget to check out Stable Diffusion. If you go to StableDiffusionWeb.com, you can tell it exactly what image you want it to create, and it'll do that for free, like this adorable chocolate-eating ferret. Come on, how can you say no to this face? Smash the like button for this ferret, because ferrets are not allowed to eat chocolate. Regardless of what anyone says, I doubt you'll be able to sell these images as artwork because everyone is trying to do that. So instead, go a step further and use the images in conjunction with a book, which you can also use ChatGPT to help you write. Where was this stuff when I was in school? Next up, side hustle number 5 is to start selling and flipping your stuff. My favorite place to do this is on the Facebook Marketplace. If you type in free stuff in the search bar, you'll see all the free stuff that people are just giving away in your area. And already in my area, I can see there's a beautifully restored piano that I can just pick up, clean up, take better pictures of, and sell for probably a couple $100 $100 right away. I'm also seriously thinking of giving away my 48-inch built-in fridge that's just been sitting there in my garage for over a year now. This is a thing that I bought on eBay, like an idiot, thinking that I could just save some money during the remodel. But our remodel took way longer than expected, and by the time the appliances went in, because they go in last, it was way out of warranty, and I found out that it doesn't cool properly. It can be fixed, but I just don't have the expertise or the time to do it, and it's a $10,000 built-in fridge from Monogram. One of the dumbest things I ever did, among many. Now, if you're in Vegas, let me know and maybe we can arrange for you to pick it up, or if you're really nice, help me fix it. But either way, just be careful of all the scams on Facebook because there's a ton of them, like this free $20 bill, which is apparently easy money and definitely not a scam because it says so right here. Now, if you can't find something for free in your area, just go to one of the many garage sales and see what you can find. And sure, most of the stuff is not going to be very valuable, but occasionally you'll run into an opportunity. And my favorite side hustle of all time is online tutoring. And the best platform to do this, in my opinion, is YouTube. YouTube has over 2 billion monthly active users that consume an average of 40 minutes per day when they come here, which adds up to billions of hours per day. YouTube also has over 5 million advertisers that span across 90 countries and 80 languages. YouTube has something for everyone. Chances are, if you have a hobby, there is someone out there on YouTube that's making money from it right now. And you don't have to be the smartest person in the room to teach it. You just have to be passionate about it, and I'm a great example of this. I started a finance channel in 2019 after almost 10 years of working at a magic startup company as a video editor, and I thought no one would ever watch my YouTube videos. Why would they? I have no right talking about this stuff. I'm not licensed. I didn't have a career in finance, so why would anyone care? But I knew that I was always passionate about personal finance and frugal living and the FIRE movement and dividends, and I loved magic and cardistry and cinematography and storytelling, and I thought I was too late. But in my first year in 2019, I got to 300,000 subscribers. I made a little over $200,000. My second year, I got to 1 million subscribers and made $1.8 million. My third year, I got to 1.7 million subscribers and made $3.6 million. It's been a crazy ride, and I've made detailed videos of all of that. But you know what the most important thing is I've learned throughout the different careers and the decades of making and watching content is? No one is an expert at anything ever. We all play pretend, including teachers, doctors, lawyers, nurses, performers, journalists, doesn't matter. We are all students of life, hoping that we're just good enough to get by without being called out for all the things we don't know about the things we love doing. I've never considered myself an expert at anything I've ever done, no matter how long I've done it for or how good I've become. That's because I know there will always be someone who works harder, who is more talented, who is smarter, who's better looking, who's wealthier than me. But none of that matters because you have your own style and your own voice, and you appeal to a group of people that person will never reach. That's your strength. So the hardest thing about starting this side hustle is to get over yourself. But if you can, it's going to be one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to grab your free stocks. Links are down below, and then go track them automatically with a spreadsheet link down below in my Patreon. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see you back here on Monday, Friday, sometimes a Wednesday. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.